Honey Bear Harris is
There he is.
now Kamala, the Ugandan, the giant.
But this is it. This is it for these two. So we're going to talk a little bit about the match and how it wraps up. The other piece that I want to talk a little bit about here is the Dungeon of Doom, and that's Kamala and the Zodiac are now joining the fold around this time frame. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Kamala. Arn, your interaction with Kamala. Did you ever wrestle Kamala? Did you take a splash? Did you see the sun, moon, and stars on that belly come toward your body at all with the big splash? Any interaction with Kamala back in these times or even in the early days?
Well, yeah, and you know that. You should remember that. When
I
I,
want, but for more, we haven't talked about it in a while.
okay, I was 3 weeks roughly at Continental Wrestling,
Okay.
which, other than just a few independent matches, that was the only time that I was used in that capacity. And that's where Bob Armstrong got me booked for Bill Watts. I went out, did 2 TVs for Bill Watts. He said, go home, get your clothes, come back. I can use you in an underneath role. He wasn't going to mince words with me. Underneath means first match in those days, which was an opening match, wrestling match. So I drive back to Baton Rouge for my first house show. I go in, I look on the wall, and guess who my name was opposite?
Kamala.
Kamala, the Ugandan giant with a banana on his belly, drawn on his belly. And it was a little bit overwhelming at first. And I went out there with a little bit of apprehension, but it didn't matter anyway because I just got shellacked.
And you
No,
took a big, did you take the big
I
splash?
took a big ass whooping and the splash. Yes.
When do you, and again, this is forever ago, but I mean, how did you not, some people like, oh, he hits his knees on the mat first. Do you feel that belly and all that weight coming down?
No, he's a
No?
professional.
Wow, like a
You know,
feather.
yeah, he could have landed a lot heavier, I'm sure, but he didn't. And he was still, what, 400 pounds
Oh,
at
at
that
least
time?
350, 375 on the hoof.
I mean, he was 6'6", maybe
Now
400
you're going to make
pounds.
you look up Kamala's height and weight.
Well, I think he was. You know what? It doesn't matter because he looked that big to me
Yeah.
and he felt that big in the
Well, you
ring.
felt that big. That's all that matters.
That's really all that matters. And the
James
audience,
Arthur Harris.
Honey Bear Harris is
There he is.
now Kamala, the Ugandan, the giant.
Yeah. I'm trying to search. It doesn't show height and weight, but he was a big old boy. That's
He
all that
was
matters.
plenty big.
Yeah, yeah. We just had someone chime in. Is this pre-recorded? Alias unknown. We are all the way live